What's cracking, everybody? This is the KhaosDubz channel. I'm your host, Chaos, and today we're going to talk about 5 critical skills that you need to learn to survive in a long-term collapse scenario. We're as close as we've ever been, folks. Let's get started. So today we're talking about 5 critical survival skills that you need to know to survive in a collapse scenario. And it's not going to be a super long video, but if you'd like me to go further into detail with any of these skills and dig right down and teach you what you need to know, let me know in the comments, guys. I'd love to dig deeper, but I want to know what you want to see. So let's get started. First thing that you need to have in a long-term survival scenario is medical skills. So it's great to have books of medical skills and also other people with you that are willing to read the books and to learn about stuff. You want to not only be able to triage other people, you want other people to be able to triage you in an emergency. So that's super important. That's a really detailed topic though, folks, so there's a lot to go into there. And I'm no medical professional myself, of course. The next thing that I'd like to talk about that's really important is fortification. So how to fortify your home, how to secure your stash, OPSEC, and escape and evasion. We're going to talk about escape and evasion twice actually in today's video. But basically little things about fortifying your home, such as putting longer screws into your strike plate on your door, using alarm systems or window break sensors, using 3M security film, just a few options there. OPSEC is operational security, and that's basically getting into like the gray man and things like that, like not flouting what you have to people, and you know, like some of these people in BC that were just caught the other day, last week or whatever, pulling out all that meat, and now they're fearing for their lives or whatever. Like, that's stupid. They made a scene. That's like not good OPSEC, right? On to the next one. Again, I can go into detail a lot more with these. Just let me know in the comments, guys, if you want to learn some more. The next one's gardening. So whether it's cannabis, whether it's food, whether it's hedges for privacy protection, defensive shrubs, trees, gardening's an essential skill to have, and it can create items to barter with as well as sustain yourself. And I'm not sure if anyone is aware, if you're not in Canada, maybe you haven't heard, folks, but in Canada, cannabis has been deemed an essential service, so the cannabis stores will remain open. So that's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. Alcohol as well, but obviously cannabis is essential, so it's definitely going to become more valuable in a collapse scenario. It's going to be currency, if you ask me. And I mean food, of course, like everyone's going to need food, and there's going to be people lining up at your door, I'll tell you, if you have food. So that goes back to fortification, security, and OPSEC. You want to ensure that you got your food and your growing areas, garden, and all that locked down, because you don't want to get it taken off your hands. You don't want it to grow legs on you overnight. The next thing, this is a pretty in-depth topic as well, so I might just make another video on this to begin with, but off-grid survival skills. So you never know when the current grid will go down, and we're as close as we've ever been, folks. This is some crazy stuff. It really shows you that our systems are not set up for extended periods of disruption at all. The grocery stores and all that, like they're rationing food. You know, they don't ration food when there's lots of food. People are buying out 4 days worth of food in a few hours at the stores, and that's causing a lot of problems. So essential skills for off-grid survival include generating power. So have a way, whether that's like power packs or battery backups of some sort, solar panels, windmills, things like that. You want to be able to even hand crank generators, you know, so you can charge your phone. Some of them are big enough you can boost your car with them. Filtering water would be maybe the most important thing. So you can get water filters for really cheap. You can look at like Sawyer Minis, for example. I might even leave a link down in the comments there for you guys to check it out. I got one myself. They're about 30 bucks Canadian, and they filter 1 gallon of water for 274 years. So it can make you and your family survive with clean water for a long time. Although I have heard that if you get like dirty water on the outside and it touches your lips, you can get sick despite the filter. So you got to be really careful with that. Trapping and hunting, that's another skill that's really important to know in an off-grid scenario. So that brings in like firearms, bows. Those help a lot. Obviously, you're not going to go after like a deer or something with a knife. Even a rabbit, I mean, how are you going to catch it, right? You need something to get it. Slingshots can work too if you got the wrist rocket with like the part that goes across your wrist there. And I mean, there's a lot more skills here, but I'm going to mention just one more for the sake of keeping this video short. How to make a fire and maybe keep some good fire starter on you. I've seen some videos for things like the Blackbeard fire starter. I haven't tried it yet myself, but they show it like soaking in water and then starting a fire immediately, so it seems pretty promising. And maybe have like a few ways, like maybe have, you know, a fire striker and have like the Blackbeard stuff and have a lighter as well, and then maybe also have like a fluid lighter or like a trench lighter, like for emergencies. They're basically like a petrol lighter that will close up in like a little container, so they're waterproof and all that. And finally, I want to talk about handiwork. So things will need to be repaired in a long-term collapse scenario, folks. We're talking clothes, vehicles, tools, you name it, right? Things are not going to be being made in this type of scenario. I mean, most likely, if you know, our supply chains are down, even if things are being made, things are not going to be showing up to us. So having useful skills such as these can make a huge difference to survival, because you can trade your skills, obviously, just like you can trade your food or whatever you garden. So that's really important because, I mean, bartering may become the new currency, folks, not toilet paper. Don't fool yourself. But yeah, you know, if you can fix someone's clothing, or if you can fix their vehicle, or if you can fix something at their house that broke, or if you can build a shed or things like that, that's going to come in really handy, folks. And I mean, aside with that, keeping a good stock of, you know, nails, screws, and all that kind of stuff, or whatever it requires for your particular skill, if you're sewing, needles, material, extra thread, and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to end this video here today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Keep safe, stay the fuck inside, and yeah, stay tuned for more. Going to be doing some more stuff. We're doing Wobble Wednesdays tonight. You got myself, Chaos, on for 2 hours, and I got a whole bunch of different stuff. I think there's 7 or 8 genres in my set tonight. So we're going to be going around back and forth a little bit, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So tune in 7 and 9 Mountain Standard Time. That's Colorado for you guys in the States. And we're going to be going hot tonight, folks. You can find us on facebook.com/group/Wobble Wednesdays live. Have a good one, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Peace out. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest content and see more from me, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down in the bottom there. Catch you next time.